Hello YouTubers! So this is Lifts and Laughter or Paige or that one YouTuber that never updates, but I'm updating a lot closer to my surgery anniversary than last time. I'm only like 4 days late rather than like 2 months late. So there's that. Anyways, hello guys. So this is my 4-month update, just a few days after my 4-month surgery anniversary or surgiversary. Last month was a little bit slower in the weight loss, either because, well, not either. Like, let's be real here. Probably because I wasn't doing well with my diet. I know it's sort of supposed to start slowing down at some point and you get out of that honeymoon phase, but I don't think I'm there because I started seeing results as soon as I got back on my diet. Which only goes to prove that surgery is a tool and no more. Surgery itself is not going to make you lose weight. You have to put forth effort. So this month wasn't that great with my diet, not to give myself excuses, but it was my mother's 3-year death anniversary. So February is always a really, really tough month for me. So yeah, I didn't do so well. I didn't do so hot this month. But I got back on it towards the end. Ended up losing 12 pounds. I'm sitting at 285, which is 82 pounds down. So 12-pound loss from last month, but 82 pounds down total. I started out at 367. I'm now at 285. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm well into the 200s. I don't think that I've been this weight since like high school. I was probably a senior or junior in high school. So yeah, even though it was a slow month, it was still a loss of 12 pounds in a month, which is fantastic. So I'm trying not to beat myself up too much about that. I'm just getting back on it, starting back again, no carbs or low carb. I've been a little concerned about my fat intake. I've been talking to some people on Instagram, and their fat intake is a lot higher than mine. My nutritionist told me to go low fat, which probably works really well with any other surgery, but with a duodenal switch. With a traditional duodenal switch, you only absorb about 20% of the fat that you eat. With the loop duodenal switch, while there are not a lot of studies on this, it is guessed that it is at about 50 to 60% that you absorb of your fat. So even at a reduced fat, if I'm eating anywhere between 60 to 70 grams of fat, I'm only getting 30 to 35 grams of fat. And the recommended amount of grams of fat for a day for a female of my age is around 45. So, and I wasn't eating that. I was actually probably eating around 30 to 40, which means that I was getting under 20, which is less than half of the recommended grams of fat for a woman my age. So I upped my fat a little bit, which has actually kind of been difficult. I don't know why. I'm allergic to avocados, so I don't eat avocados. Bacon, I love bacon, but I don't necessarily want to eat bacon every single day. So I don't know. I'm adding like butter when I cook things or olive oil or things like that. I'm trying to get healthier fats. My blood work came back and my HDL was low, which is the good fats. My cholesterol was fantastic though. It was 108. It was 127, which is still really good before surgery, but now it's even lower. So anyways, dealing with some diet stuff. I'm wondering about my fat. I don't see my surgeon until 6 months. I just saw my primary care physician for some other issues, and then she did some blood work. We did a lipid panel. She checked my vitamins. My B12 is fantastic. My vitamin D was low. So she didn't check any of the other fat soluble vitamins, so I can't really give you an update on that because I don't know. But so yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, fat in the diet. But so I've been trying to up my fat intake, and that is solely for the purpose that you need to have enough fat in your diet to get your fat-soluble vitamins. So when you're not eating enough fat, even though you're taking the fat-soluble vitamins, you're not going to be able to digest them because you don't have the fat-soluble vitamins need fat to enter bloodstream, all of that, which is out of my scope of practice as far as that, but that's the best that I can understand, or that's how I understand that from taking anatomy. So yeah. Also, I drank this month. Don't do that. Seriously. Like, just take my mistake and accept it and realize that you don't want to do that. You want to listen to your surgeon and go a full year before drinking. I drank, it was 3.5 months post-surgery, and it was a huge mistake. I had a glass of wine, I ended up ordering another one, and I had it like a sip, and decided that I should probably stop drinking, because at about half a glass, I was really buzzing. I was like, oh, I have a cheap date, like, look at this. And then by the end, I was like really feeling it. And so I decided to stop. And good thing, because I was in bed by like a glass of wine, and then I was in bed by like 10 or 11, and I had to get up at like 6:30 to go to work the next morning. And holy shit, I thought I was dying. Like it was not the worst hangover I've ever had in my life, but it was very, very close. I felt like I had been at some college rager and had drank so much, not rather than like a glass of wine and was in bed before 10. I had the biggest headache. I kept trying to drink water. I was like, I'm so dehydrated. So I kept trying to drink water and it wasn't making it any better. And I was so nauseous, so I was not interested in the water at all. And I just had this pounding headache, and I just was like, my body was sore. So, moral of the story, listen to your doctor. I'm sorry, Dr. Metz. I will try better. But anyway, so listen to your doctor. Do not drink until you're a year out. That's what was explained to me, is that your body breaks it down a lot differently, and that you're a higher risk for alcohol poisoning. So I'm really glad that I stopped at 1 glass, because it felt like more than 1 glass the next day. Maybe not at the time, because I was enjoying myself and I was having a good time, but the next day I felt the toll on my body, and I think that if I would have had 2 glasses of wine, it would have been a lot worse. And so listen to your doctor. Moral of the story. Otherwise, you're going to get this raging hangover, and it's awful, and alcohol stalls your weight loss anyways, so don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so I'll get off my little soapbox. Although I'm going to get on another soapbox about vitamins, because I'm also not doing great with my vitamins. I don't know. I'm sorry. If my doctor's watching this, Dr. Metz, I'm sorry. I just bumped my table and it just went crazy, like an earthquake. So anyways, sorry. I'm trying to do better. So yeah, vitamins. Just do what I say and not what I do. Because I'm a really bad example post-op DS. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop berating myself. Okay? So I take 4 different pills or vitamins or chews or whatever you want to call them. So I take a multivitamin that is from turn it the right way. Oh, wrong way. Let's see if I can do this. So it's from Bariatric Advantage. It is their Advanced Multi-EA. It is a chewable tablet. It has the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which is super important for DSers. So serving size is 2 tablets, so I take 2 a day. There are 20 calories in the serving size. It has, let's see, it has lots of things in here. I'm not going to list them all out, but the important part to note is that this has iron in it, so you can't take it at the same time as your calcium. So I take this first thing when I get up. It's on my bedside table, unless I am like waking up 5 minutes before I'm supposed to go to work. I will usually reach over and just start chewing on one of these in the morning. And then the second thing that I take is my B12, which again is from, let's see if I can get this right this time. Oh, nope. I failed again. Okay, so it's from Bariatric Advantage. It's a sublingual B12. It is in peppermint flavor, which is really good. I wish all of my vitamins could come in peppermint flavor, because, yeah, that's really good. So anyways, I just pop one of these in on my way to work. I have like a 20-minute drive in, so this sits, usually this is actually in my purse or my car, and I just pop it in on my drive. I either do that before work or after work. So I take one sublingual B12 a day, and then I take 2 of my multivitamins, and then since my multivitamin has iron in it, I have to wait to take my calcium, which this bag is really crinkly, so I'm gonna just bear with the noise for a second. So this is again from Bariatric Advantage. Why can't I figure that out? So it's from Bariatric Advantage. It is a sugar-free chew. It is in the caramel flavor. It has 250 grams or milligrams of calcium citrate. I'm going to set that down just because that's super loud. But so they're a little sweet for me. They're not my favorite at all. They have a lot more calories. I think there is 20 calories per chew, and I take 4 a day, so that's 80 calories a day just in my calcium, which is not great. So I'm going to try to find a different calcium chew, but for now they work. The 250 milligrams, you need to take 500 milligrams at a time, or you can take, it depends on what your doctor says, but mine said I needed to have 1,000 milligrams a day, and you can only absorb 500 milligrams at a time. So I take 2 before lunch, and then I'll take 2 usually sometime after lunch, before either like on my drive home, or sometime before dinner, and then I wait a couple hours. In that time I eat dinner, and then between dinner and bedtime I'll usually take my multivitamin again, because it's on my bedside table. So I start and end my day with that. And then calcium, you have to separate them, calcium and iron. So you just have to wait a couple of hours between them. I don't know the exact time period. Nobody told me that. But if anybody knows, you could comment below and we could all learn. So that didn't crinkle so bad. So this is probably my favorite thing that I have to take. This is my fiber, which you guys are probably like, that woman is crazy. But so they are, oh yeah, I got it right that time. It's from Vitafusion. It's called Fiber Well Fit. It has B vitamins. Sorry, I'm reading this off my screen. It has B vitamins. It's sugar-free. They have 5 grams of fiber per 2 chews. I take 6 chews. I don't know where I came up with that number. It's probably because I'm like in love with these. That I'm just like, I'm gonna take 6 of these. So my nutritionist told me to have I think 30 to 25 grams of fiber a day, and there are 5 for 2 chews, so I get 15 grams just from my fiber chews. So it comes in peach, strawberry, and berry flavor. I didn't think that I was going to love the peach flavor, so my first bottle, I just ate all the peach ones first, so I could like look forward to the rest of them, and then I ended up loving the peach flavor. So, yeah. These are super good. I usually will take these, like after dinner when you want something sweet, and these are kind of sweet, but they're not like overly sweet like the calcium is. So these are, like, I have these instead of a dessert. So this is post-op life for you. Your fiber now becomes your dessert. So yeah, I just love these fiber. I get them at Target. They're like $12.99. I'm going to put a list of how much my, how much everything cost down below in the description. But so, yeah, I'm not wearing makeup this time. I mean, I'm kind of at the end of my video now, so I hope you're not like overly offended with my bare face. I feel like since y'all have seen me in my underwear, like this is the least of your worries. We're like a little bit in a relationship. Like it's at the 4-month mark. I'm getting a little lazy. I'm not wearing makeup all the time. You know, it happens. So yeah. So moral of the story, we're in a relationship. Just let that happen. And don't drink. And take your vitamins. That is the great advice from Paige, or Lifts and Laughter, or that one weird YouTuber that said that she's in a relationship with me now. Okay, so enough of this awkward conversation. See you guys next month. Bye!